This is it's going to be a quick, short little video, all right? We're going to talk about kit bashing and the recent falling in love of doing it. For me, for sure. I've been really loving doing this. The kit bashing part, I was a little more nervous on because you have to cut stuff up, which is not always true. A lot of people think when you first start kit bashing, oh, I've got to cut up minis. I don't want to waste money. I don't want something that's not going to look good. Of course, you're always going to want your minis to look good. So, for example, here I have an original versus the kit bashed. Here is the original judiciar. If you're watching this, you've been around streams. Maybe you already know what you're about to see. This is the original judiciar. Pretty good, pretty good. I like the big sword. I don't like the hourglass, but that's personal preference. If I really wanted to, I wouldn't add the hourglass back in because I kit bashed the hourglass out. He has his own unique pauldron and everything. It's a really good mini. Not only that, it has really good stats on the tabletop game. But I want to say like 4 days to kit bash and design this. This is my kit bash judiciar. This is for my Death Watch, of course, because I've really fallen in love painting Death Watch. They can be so unique. They can be from any chapter. So why not from the Red Hands, which is my personal homebrew. And the reason why that's off center is because that's a stamp from the Goblin Hobby stamp things. And I just made up homebrew lore saying their pauldron is white until they get their first like kill. And then it's the handprint of their sergeant telling them good job, slapping them on the shoulder, whatever. I just made up some random homebrew lore. But the uniqueness of this mini in general looks so good. I haven't seen many people do the Bone Sword kit bash. Personally, I haven't really looked. So there's probably some people out there who did this before me. And I did a simple kit bash of a Assault Intercessor's arm, the pauldron's normal, and a Dark Angel's hooded helmet. That's really all I did. This was the biggest portion of kit bash right here. This is a regular power sword arm, except for obviously I gave him a reverse grip and I made the big bone sword a two-handed sword. Now the bone sword is taller than him, and that's the reason why he's kind of like dragging it the way he is and why he's so off center of the base. He's technically still playable, and I cannot wait to take this mini to a tournament and have people kind of I really hope when I go to a tournament with my Death Watch, which are the ones that I'm kit bashing super hard, I really hope people look at them and go, that's super dope, that's super cool. And I can always be like, hey, look, it was very easy to do. It's not that crazy. I'm not doing such crazy conversions and stuff. I like keeping it pretty simple. So I'll show off a couple other simple minis that I've done for Death Watch. This is a simple kit bash as well. All this is putting on 3D prints. These are both 3D printed. This is technically kit bashed onto that arm. It looks like it's bad. It looks like it's badly welded to the arm, but it is in fact kit bashed on there. And that's a simple kit bash that I did on that one. We have one that's not painted, and I got to put them together the rest of the way and paint them. But we have a Jump Pack Sergeant who has a 3D printed shoulder, and obviously, and he has a 3D printed White Scar designed blade. But he is if I remember right, this one's supposed to be a White Scar successor chapter, so that's why I shaved off the White Scar blade. Let's see here. We have our Jump Pack Captain, which also is sporting a Xenos blade. And what else does he have? He has a little tilt shield. That's all it was. Like I said, you don't have to go crazy. If you have a 3D printer, you can do a lot of kit bashing. We have a Outrider, but my Outriders are a little unique. They're on hover bikes. It changes nothing. It literally changes nothing. It just looks cool. And he's a Lamenter with his little vampire teeth. Give me a little bit of slack on them eyeballs. He's got his little vampire teeth. What is my camera focusing on? Oh, it's focusing on the front. And then he's got a thunder hammer instead of a chainsword for some reason. I don't know why I did that. kit bash do we have? Well, technically these are kit bashes, and we have a couple more kit bashes on the desk for our Death Watch. Oh, I can't forget, if you got Outriders, why not have a chaplain on bike? It's kind of the exact same thing. And some people say, well, why is, like, how is that going to work? Because he's supposed to be stopping or starting. And I'm all like, well, he's just starting up his hover bike to take off after whatever they're going after. And that was kind of my ruling. And I do put these on little flight stands, as you can see there, in order to do that. I have an idea to do for the jump pack stuff, but personally, my 3D printer is out of resin, and I'm waiting for more resin. And then we'll finish off with the last two easy kit bashes. All these were simple Pauldron add-ons. These two are really good looking minis. The Lieutenant with combat weapon is probably my favorite yeah, I'd say the Lieutenant with combi weapon is my favorite Lieutenant personally, but these are just showing off simple, easy kit bashes you don't have to go crazy with. So I really don't have much more to say. I've been enjoying this. We do crazy fun streams. I do try to make it entertaining at least. I know sitting and watching someone paint might not be super entertaining, but you get to watch me sit there and do all this crazy stuff. And some people have helped come up with designs. And not only that, but oh, that one's not done yet. The Pauldrons on the Deathwatch minis, those were all chosen by chatters. So we have a Retributor, I believe, which is the Dreadnought. These two are blank because they could be anything. A Lamenter was chosen. A Raven Guard was chosen. That's a homebrew. This is going to be a what's it called? A Blood Raven. So these you can come by. You can recommend minis. Somebody did recommend a Nova Marine, and I do have a Nova Marine for Gorehammer, and that'll probably be a topic for the next video because I've still got to do more on it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. You can catch me live just about every day painting something. I really do enjoy this hobby, and I can't wait to paint all of everything else that's on this desk. So I've still got a ton of backlog. I hope to see you in the next video or to catch you in the live stream. Until then, have a good one. Bye.